Okay, um, welcome back to the adventures of Guru my blind playthrough of the Pillars of Eternity. So we just accepted the quest from Ofra, our late Kalisha's sister. Uh, before we proceed, previously we're planning to go through this town, the Gilded Vale, here counterclockwise. But before we do that, we have here the level ups. Let's level up Guranai. And we're back. Skills. Skills allow your character to perform specialized actions like scouting, detecting traps, picking locks, or reading scrolls. They can also be used to overcome obstacles in conversations and scripted interactions. Skills will advance as your character gain level, but items and other bonuses can also increase skills. Alright, our plan, increase survival. Oh, that's it. Oh, oh, I see. So what we need? Advance. Yeah, we can do like two, and then mechanics. We will no longer add mechanics moving forward. I think we can go for I think stealth and athletics. They're already okay. Mm, that's it. Uh, I want to increase survival and lore as much as possible, as much as we can. So I think survival we can increase until the accuracy bonus, right? Mm, yeah, we can do that. So until four. So maybe we can like increase this to four. So moving forward, we will just increase lore, right? Okay. Yeah, I think that's it. So, as a recap, um, we will have stealth and athletics. Like so. So just one and one. So because we won't be, I mean, we will not be like rogues. Uh, I think we'll just get, when we're trying to like steal something, we'll just use another companion for that. Then athletics, yeah. Uh, just added a point here for the second wind. And then mechanics, actually, I just added two here, just from the start, actually. And mechanics, yeah. So one from Cypher and then one for Merchant. So, yeah. So that's when we created the character, during the character creation. And then survival, I think it will be the max survival that we will have. So just to get the accuracy bonus. And then moving forward, we'll just increase our lore so we can use scrolls. Yeah, that's it for this skills. Okay, for the powers, No, we now have access to level 2 cipher powers. Oh man. Oh, and we can still go back to the level ones. Okay, so we can get two. Okay, let's see. Can go through each. I think amplified thrust bounces psychic energy harmlessly off the target and onto the closest nearby enemy, causing pierce damage and violently pushing them backward. Ooh, okay. And then we have mental binding. Overwhelms the target's mental ability to communicate with its own body, paralyzing it and causing its soul to emit a shockwave that can leave nearby enemies stuck. Stuck characters are rooted, able to act but unable to leave their current location. Okay. 20 focus and then foe target paralyzed for stuck for. Oh, okay. It's good, right? Maybe we can go for this one. Let's go through the other. Mind blades co-opts the target's essence, generating a slashing blade of force that attacks them before leaping to up to 5 additional targets. Foe target, and then it will jump. Okay. Then phantom foes invades the minds of targets in the area of effect, causing them to believe they are surrounded by phantom foes, leaving them flanked for the duration. Okay. AOE. Then enemies needed to flank. Psycho Vampiric Shield. The Cypher uses the target's strength of mind against it, stealing a portion of its resolve in order to better deflect incoming attack. Oh, this is nice. 20 focus. So drain 10 resolve for 25 deflection. Okay. Okay. Recall agony. Causes the target to relieve the psychic trauma of an injury moments after receiving it, experiencing the damage all over again. So it's only one. Oh no, this is nice, right? 30% of all damage reapplied over 15 seconds. Ooh. Overwhelms the target's mental ability to communicate with its own. I think I like this one. Paralyze for 10 seconds. And then we have an AoE. Stuck. Uh, and Psycho Vampiric Shield. And this mental binding, Psycho Vampiric Shield, and then Recall Agony is actually nice. Result: the high purchase target's strength of mind against its a portion of its resolve. Yeah. And Recall Agony is at 30% damage. What's this again? Amplified thrust. Pierce damage. Oh, okay. I think we can do this one. Mental binding. Really? What? Wait, mental binding. So we will paralyze and then psycho-vampiric shield to get the resolve. Drain resolve. Then there's no damage, right? Where's 20 focus? I guess strength of mind. Strength of mind, stealing a portion of its resolve. Or you can get mental binding, then get another one from this. Right? We can go for antipathetic field finally. It's yeah, but this one we need a good positioning here. Or ice strike instead. Get ice strike. Shocks an enemy's visual receptors nearby targets, right? And then we will blind nearby targets. 2 meter radius. Blinded for 13 seconds. Yeah, this I think I can do I strike instead. I actually like an antipathetic field as I mentioned before, but going to hit our oh we have mental binding. Yeah, this one mental binding, so we can paralyze enemies and ice strike. So uh, on this category, we have I prefer mental binding for the paralyze and the stuck AOE and vampiric shield to absorb resolve. For I think it's useful for like high deflection enemies, and then recall agony is like will add 30% damage, 30% of the damage that a specific enemy received for some time. But we'll go for this first, paralyze, and then eye strike, blind on target and AOE. I'll see if I can come back for antipathetic field. Now, if we get to master how to position ourselves. Okay. For now, mental binding and eye strike. Oh, that's it. I thought there's another one. Okay. So to recap, because for the level up, I, um, I got a suggestion from my brother that maybe for level up. So instead of creating a separate video for the level up for leveling up our characters, I can do a leveling up and then I just do a recap on the choices that we made. Okay. Moving forward, that's what we're going to do. So it will save time actually. Anyway, so I'll just make cuts. So for this level, third levels for Guron, uh, we we added two for 2 points for survival. So we will no longer be adding stealth, um, athletics, or mechanics, and this will be the last time we will add for survival. We just want to um, get the bonus for accuracy. Then moving forward, we'll just be adding skill points to lore. And then for the powers, we chose Ice Strike. This is from the first level powers. So it has an AoE and single target blind uh, status effect to an enemy. And then under the level 1 powers, I might uh, come back for the antipyretic field once we get a hand uh, on better positioning ourselves. And then from the second level powers, we have mental binding, and this one will paralyze an enemy and then an AoE stuck. I'm also gunning for psychovampiric shield, which will absorb. I mean, that's absorb, like drain the an enemy's resolve, which I think is good for enemies with high deflection. Uh, and then we have the, I think, what's that? Uh, recall something. Recall agony, which actually good for you know for longer fights. I think. Um, it adds 30% of the damage over time. So I mean, it will hit again. I think, as I understood it, uh, takes 30% of the damage an enemy received. Okay, I think over time. Okay, so that's it for Huron. Thank you. And then we have another level up for Aloth. Alright. Hello, you. And we gave him the crossbow. We may change this movie later, a later time. So for this one, he's a wizard. Okay, so we're back. So for Aloth, we'll be using his spells for crowd control. So, being a wizard, we added athletics to get the second read, just one. Then we didn't add anything on stealth because we won't be using him as such. And then mechanics, we'll be using another party companion for that. And then we added survival, maybe add to the second level to get the health bonus, um, recovery bonus, yeah. And then everything else will be dumping on lore. For the spells, we choose Bewildering Spectacle and Chillfag. Chillfag is from first level spell. We just want the freeze and the blind. I was actually thinking of getting the curse of blackened sight, but it will also blind enemy. Then so this one, so it will freeze. It will do a freeze damage and blind for some seconds. But yeah, and for this one, bewildering spectacle, just confusion, AOE confuse. Yeah, that's it. Crowd control wizard. Wait, right? And here we are. And we will be exploring the rest of Gilded Vale. And for starters, we will go to. I think there's a second level here. I'm not sure. Well, we haven't been here yet. And then we go counterclockwise. Yeah, let's go. But
Sure.
first, let's go. As you near, you feel vibrant history. Okay, this is Zelox, the usurper. Reach out for the soul. You see a lone man standing in a field. He looks around, surveying the crops. Occasionally, he bends to examine a leaf up close. His intent on what he is doing, completely absorbed in his work. This man approaches him from behind. He moves slowly but does nothing to mask his approach. In his hand, he holds a large sword. This appears to be there appears to be no malice or hatred in the man's demeanor. He almost seems pleased. The first man hears his approach and stands, turning away from the plant he was inspecting. His face breaks into a smile and he opens his arms to welcome the approaching man. The smile freezes into a grimace as the second man thrusts the sword. What? Through his stomach, its blade now protruding from his back. His arms slowly fall to his side and blood starts to drip from the sword onto the plants below the man. As the first man crumples to his knees, the second pulls the sword out, tears slowly falling down the cheek of his still smiling face. Usurper. Okay. Okay. And we have Clink. Reach out. You see a small group of people gathered around the ruins of a house. The destruction continues out from the single dwelling through the entire village. As a single building still stands, rubble is scattered everywhere. One of the men in the group leans over something in the debris. It is this man, younger, barely more than a boy. Okay, that's him. The man reaches out and shakes the boy by the shoulder. The boy makes no sound and doesn't respond to the man's disturbance. The man looks up at the other members of the group and shrugs, standing to rejoin his friends. The boy suddenly sits up, eyes wide. He scrabbles backward, away from the group. Looking around in horror, the group moves toward him in unison, eliciting a yelp from the boy who tries to move farther away. A woman in the group puts out her hands, stopping the rest. She turns to them reproachfully, motions for them to stay, then looks at the boy on the ground, who is trying to push himself through what remains of a wall. He seems unaware he has even stopped. He seems unaware he has. Okay, the woman slowly moves toward the boy, hands out, speaking in a low, calming tone. For a time, the boy doesn't even hear. He just closes his eyes and braces himself against the wall, expecting violence. Eventually, the woman's words work through the fear, and he hears her. He opens his tear-filled eyes and stares at her. She holds out a hand to him. He looks at it, seeming confused by the offer. Then, hesitantly reaches out. He takes his hand in hers and leans down to help him stand. So, Clink was saved from some fire. That's it for this area.
I shall be discreet.
Yeah, let's be discreet. Okay. Talk to this guy. He's a villager. I heard they fended off another attack. Oh, there was an attack. I heard. Okay, it's the same. Go up here. Black Hounds in.
Laying low.
Yeah, let's lay low. Go here. Some of the people you meet and fight in the world can be taken prisoner and held in your stronghold. Oh, it's the same place. Yeah, let's go up. Melee engagement makes it difficult for characters to move away from defenders in melee. However, several afflictions can break engagement, including prone, stunned, paralyzed, and petrified. Boy, it's nighttime again. Okay, stand up. Let's move fast. Fast, guys. Okay, is there anything here? Let's get that. Pilgrim's Crown. We Gilded Vale. Oh. Can we get here? Get in here? Oh. South. Migrant's Fork. This okay. Map. Okay. There's nothing here. Did you hear the bells? Yeah, I did. So sad. Okay, we have picture. Crops are blighted. The legacy is upon us. This place is cursed. Okay, despite the rains, the stalks feel as dry and stiff.
How may I help?
Yeah, still here. Or maybe you can grab this one. Here comes Crown. The villager. Did you hear the bells? Yep. Okay. Ronin Teronian. Let's reach out. You see a group of people standing around a wagon. Transfixed on a sword as it swings in a large, graceful arc. This man holds the sword, passing it from hand to hand with a relaxed ease, making the blade dance in front of his audience. He tosses it into the air, spins, then puts his arm behind his back to catch it. Crowd claps excitedly, and a couple of them gasp, certain they were about to see a tragedy. Oh, running. Okay, you go. You see a room, bright, warm, and covered in greenery. There isn't a spot in the entire space that doesn't have some kind of plant growing in it. Small germinating seeds in a corner here, large sprawling vines climbing the walls there. Although most of the plants are actually in some kind of container, there are a few that have grown from the dirt floor itself. These are just as lovingly cared for as anything else in the room. This man wanders through the plants, smiling at each and every one, an old pipe clenched between his teeth. Stopping next to one, he touches a leaf, lifting it up to look at the underside, then gently rubs it between his fingers. Takes a small handful of the soil it grows in and crushes it with his fingers. Satisfied, he drops the soil back into the pot and continues to the next plant. He hums a low, cheery tune as he moves among the plants, occasionally stopping to sing a few words of something to one of them. Finally, he reaches the door, having visited every plant in the room. He turns back to look at them, a look of serene pleasure on his face. Then he turns back and he's gone. Okay, so I'm going to make a cut here. If you like the video, don't forget to click the like or the subscribe button. And see you on the next one. Until then, bye bye.